Hey there, it's Heather Hakes. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I want to share with you how to start manifesting easier and get out of your own way. Before we dive into today's lesson, I want to offer you a free video training on how to reprogram your subconscious mind. You can grab it in the description box below and also directly on my website, heatherhakes.com. Today, I want to share with you how to manifest easier and most importantly, get out of your own way to remove the resistance, the fear, and the blocks that is keeping everything you desire at bay, separate from. And it really came clear to me just this week. And so I want to share with you my own real life example, how I really understood how this comes into play, and most importantly, how you can too. Remember, everything I teach, you need to apply and implement into your life. Knowledge alone is not power. Experience is, implementation is, application is. And that's what I want to make sure you do. So here's what I want to share with you, how this all came full circle. And I had a huge aha moment just this week. A few months ago, I decided that I really wanted to grow my own garden and plant some seeds and grow some different vegetables and herbs. Now, this is something I have desired, but I have put off until I'm ready, or I have the space, or I'm in a house again. And how easy is it for us to do that? We have a desire and we think we have to wait until something happens, right? We have this idea and we create our own self-imposed limitations because we don't think we're ready yet, or we need to wait until something happens. I just want you to know, wherever you're at in life, if you have that desire, that means you have everything you need to bring it into fruition. So here's what I want to share with you. I currently live in a townhome. I have a patio. I used to have a house, but I didn't like yard work. And now, of course, I want a house again. But anyway, I've been putting off and wanting to have my own garden. So this year I decided, you know what? I'm tired of waiting. I'm tired of putting things off until someday or one day, or I hope. That is the very first step I want you to implement into your life. When it comes to manifestation, you have to get really clear. What is it that you want? For me, a garden. And then you know the saying, law of attraction. Yes, the last 5 letters are action, but there's a fine line in taking inspired action versus forcing, manipulating, trying to control outcomes. So I want to share with you, I got really clear. I want to have my own garden. Then I took inspired action. I went to Pinterest and I started searching through, small space garden, patio garden, vertical garden, ladder shelf garden. And that's when I came across exactly what I wanted. I could picture it. Then it's about finding the resources to help make this happen. Thankfully, my dad is super handy. So I sent my dad the picture and I was like, Dad, could you build this? So let me just fast forward. Long story short, my dad built me a vertical flower box garden that we were able to connect to my fence, and it is exactly what I wanted. And here's what I want you to understand when it comes to manifesting. This is very much a metaphor, but planting the seeds, understanding that your desires have a germination period. Now, you don't know how long it's going to take, but as an example, when reading the package of carrots, they're anywhere from 60 to 70 days. Kind of like a baby, we know that babies, their gestation period is 40 weeks. We know that everything takes its time, but don't think that, all right, well, this is my 5-year plan or 10-year plan. Don't limit yourself to that. You get really clear on the what, start taking the inspired action, and then let me share with you the rest of the steps that I took. So, my dad built it. We connected it to the fence. I went and got the seeds. I mapped out where I wanted to put what, and I planted the seeds. That's when we step back and allow the universe to show us the way. Because otherwise, what happens is if you get stuck in fear, impatience, doubt, worry, frustration, all of that creates resistance and keeps what you want away from you. But how easy it was. And that's what the aha moment was for me this week. I got clear on wanting a garden. I took inspired action to make it happen. And then all I did, my only work to do was to water it every single day. Now, I want you to think of this for your own life, right? You need to fertilize and water your own seeds that you've planted. Now, I'm not rushing. I'm not trying to make it happen. I don't want my tomatoes to grow faster or the carrots. I'm not mad at them or in doubt that they're not going to sprout. I had unwavering faith and trust and belief. I plant the seeds, I will get the fruit. Okay. And that's exactly how life works. You reap what you sow. Another way to say this, Abraham Hicks talks about ask and it is given. And Abe has their own formula and process for getting clear on your desire and then stepping back and allowing it to come your way. But here's what most people do. Now, if you currently there's something you want in your life, maybe it's a relationship, maybe it's money, maybe it's, starting your own business, writing a book, whatever it is you want, I want you to truly understand that you can have, be, and do anything you want in your lifetime. But what happens is we start to try to control, manipulate, chokehold. We get impatient. We get frustrated. We want it right now. And by wanting it right now means we are emanating an energy that we don't have. So if that's where you currently find your space, let me talk about it from this angle, from relationships, because I hear this often from people. If you are always talking about wanting, about not having, about how difficult it is, how hard it is, that there's not enough, do you see the energy, the thoughts, and the feelings that you are putting out? Remember, life is a boomerang. What you put out, you get back. So if you are talking about and speaking about and thinking about, there's not enough, I'm never going to have it, I'm not good enough, because that's what's happening at the root cause of all that. I'm not enough. I'm not worthy. If that's what's in your operating system, which is in your subconscious mind, then you're going to reap lack, limitation, fear, worry, not enoughness. Instead, just like I did with the garden, I didn't worry. I didn't feel impatient. I didn't feel not enough or unworthy of a garden. I got clear on my desire and I took inspired action, and every single day I watered it. Now, what you can do in your life, let's say it is you want a relationship or money. The metaphor of you watering it is just feeling the emotions of already having it. Let's say you want that relationship. What you have to do is train your mind to stop talking about the lack. It's too hard. There's not enough good men or women out there. No, cancel, let that go. You need to think about and speak about what you actually want. Now, this is not fake it till you make it. It's embodying it till you become it. But if you start thinking and feeling about love, joy, connection, gratitude for having that relationship, same with money. If you start thinking and speaking about freedom and abundant and feeling abundant and grateful for everything you already have, you are emanating a vibration and a frequency of that, right? So if you're thinking and feeling abundant and grateful and joy and connection, that's what you're putting out. And if life is a boomerang, which it is, you're going to get back more of the same. What happens is when you live unconsciously and in autopilot, you are so focused on the opposite of what you desire that you keep getting more of it. Now, I'm here to train you and remind you, you have the power within to literally create anything you desire, an object, an experience, a feeling, whatever it is. Your only job is to get clear on it and to start thinking and feeling from the emotions of already having it. Now, the way I like to think about this, I am very visual. So I think of an Excel spreadsheet. You know how an Excel spreadsheet goes on for infinity, but think about all those X, Y axis and the coordinates. So let's say your desire is at H8. All you have to do is match that frequency and then let life surprise you. The resources you need will come your way. Somebody might just drop into your inbox and you're like, whoa, that's exactly what I needed. And it just came to me. And that's exactly what Dr. Joe Dispenza teaches, that you as an energy being can cause an effect. Now, this is not manipulating and stressing and trying and controlling. The hustle and grind mentality of Western culture is the opposite of what it should be, honestly. But what Dispenza teaches is you, a person, through your internal thoughts, energies, and emotions, what you're putting out, you can cause an effect. You can create that abundance. You can create that opportunity. You can create that relationship. And then it's going to come to you in a way you would least expect it, because it's going to come from the unknown, it's called the quantum field. But go back to that Excel spreadsheet that goes on for infinity. You as an individual have a very limited perspective. We can only think from past experiences. And so, how you get out of your way is releasing the resistance, the control, the timing, and the how, because the how and the when are not your job. When you start emanating the energy, the vibration, the frequency of those end result feelings that you desire, then the people, the experiences, the opportunities literally come to you. Literally. It could be in your inbox. You could meet somebody at the store. You could be out walking your dog and just, quote, happen across paths. But that's what I want you to understand, that magic is natural. Miracles are an everyday occurrence. And the only reason they're not happening for you is because you have created resistance and blocks keeping them at bay. So remember this when it comes to manifesting, and just know this, you are manifesting every single day. It's simply whether you're living life by design or by default. When you're living life by design, you understand the energetics of this. You understand levels of consciousness and frequency and vibration. This is what quantum physics teaches us. And when you start living at these higher vibes, that's what you're putting out. That's what you will get back. That's the game of all of this. When you understand that, you literally have unlimited, untapped potential. Now, I want you to put this into play. Step number 1, get clear. What is the one thing? And I want you to build your mindset muscle to literally practice this, put this into play. So get clear. What is something that you desire? And then I want you to get into the space, the energy, the frequency, the thoughts and the feelings of already having it, feeling that gratitude and the abundance. And then let the universe surprise you. And come back here. I would love to hear your stories. Comment below, share them with me. Thanks for tuning in to today's video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so you're the first to know when new videos drop. And give me a thumbs up. I'll catch you on the next one.